Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. It's me. I did say this video was going to be uploaded days ago, and I forgot. Ran out of time. But, we're here. We're doing it. This is Yubel Unchained. I also realized in the last video I didn't really explain any of the cards, so we're going to remedy that in this one. First, we'll get into the deck profile. We're playing two copies of Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel has three effects. It cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no damage from battles involving it. If it's destroyed, you can special summon a copy of Yubel from your deck, hand, graveyard, or banishment. Basically, it's anywhere. Then, if your opponent monster declares an attack, you can summon this from your hand. And finally, if this card is special summoned, you can add or set a spell trap card that mentions Yubel. We have the girl herself, Yubel. What she does is cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. And then, if this face-up attack position card is targeted for an attack, basically you can destroy the opponent's monster and burn them for damage. And during the end phase, you either have to destroy it or tribute another card you control, or another monster you control. Terror Incarnate, like the previous one, cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage. And then before damage calculation, if it's targeted for an attack, you can destroy the opponent's monster, and of course inflict damage to your opponent. And then during the end phase, it destroys all other cards you control. If it's sent to the graveyard, it can special summon a copy of Terror or Ultimate Nightmare, although we are not playing Ultimate Nightmare. That's it for our Yubel. Playing three copies of Sinsari D Lotus. Sinsari D Lotus contributes itself by summoning a Yubel monster from your deck. During the end phase, if you control the original Yubel, you can summon it from your graveyard. And finally, it can, if your opponent activates a monster effect, tribute itself from field to change the effect to be destroy one Yubel your opponent controls. To get the Sinsari D Lotus, we're playing one copy of 1-for-1, sending a monster from hand to graveyard to summon a level 1 monster from your deck. Playing three copies of Dark Beckoning Beast. Normal summon, adds a card that mentions Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, or either any of those three cards that were mentioned, except itself, and you can get extra normal summon of a 0/0 fiend. The card you're often searching is going to be Opening of the Spirit Gate. On activation, it adds a card that mentions Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, and it can, once per turn, discard a card, target a 0/0 fiend in graveyard, and summon it. And if you control a level 10 fiend, you can add from your graveyard to your hand one continuous spell. And you can, of course, only activate one of them per turn. So Dark Beckoning Beast can search Opening, and Opening can search Dark Beckoning Beast. Now this is the best starter in the deck. It's a copy of Nightmare Zone, and one Terraforming to search the Nightmare Zone. On activation, you can either take a 0/0 fiend monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or destroy it. So once again, extremely powerful. It gets you pretty much anything in the deck. And if a Yubel monster leaves the field by card effect, you can summon from your hand, graveyard, or banishment, or add to your hand a Yubel monster of a level higher or lower. So if you destroy the level 10 Yubel, you can summon either the level 11 Yubel, or there is a level 6 or a level 9 Yubel, but you can't actually summon that one. Or if you destroy the 10, you can summon or if you destroy the 11, you can summon the 10. Playing two copies of Gruesome Graveformer, he can summon himself from your hand if you control a fiend monster. Then you can destroy a Yubel or monster that mentions it. And you can banish the card from your graveyard, just by summoning a fiend with 0/0 from your hand or graveyard. Playing two copies of Nightmare Pain. During the main phase, you can destroy a dark monster in your hand or face the field to add a Yubel or a card that mentions it from your deck or hand except itself. And when a Yubel monster is attacked, your opponent takes the damage. As well, all monsters your opponent controls must attack if able, and they must attack Yubel. We're playing three copies of Tour Guide from the Underworld. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon a level 3 fiend monster from your hand or deck, but it cannot be used as synchro material. And one copy of Fiendish Rhino Warrior as a card for summon. Fiend monsters you control other than itself cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, and if it's sent to graveyard, you send a fiend monster. We're playing two copies of the newly semi-limited card, Unchained Soul Sarvara. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, you can target a fiend monster or face down card you control, destroy it, and then special summon this card. But while it's on field, you can't summon non-fiends. As well, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can set a Unchained spell trap directly from your deck. Playing 3 copies of Unchained Twin Aruha. Aruha, similarly to Unchained Soul Shabara, can target a fiend monster you control, or sorry, targets a card you control, and you can special summon it, but you're locked into fiends for the rest of the turn, and you have, of course, destroy the targeted card. And if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, except by Unchained Soul Aruha, you can summon any Unchained monster from your deck. We're playing 4 Garnet names. We're playing Abominable Unchained Soul. If a monster if a card is destroyed, you can summon it from your hand. If this card's left summoned, you can discard 1 card, destroy a card or field. And then during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed this turn, you can special summon it, but it will go to the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. And you can only special summon it once per turn. 1 copy of Unchained Soul of Sayama. Sayama can target 1 card you control, destroy it, then you can destroy spell top on field. And if it's in your graveyard, you can target 1 fiend monster, 1 face down card you control, destroy it. And if you do special summon it from your graveyard, but it's placed on the bottom deck if it leaves the field. 1 copy of Sarama, who can target a unchained card in your graveyard, set it, then destroy 1 card you control. If this card on field is destroyed, you can summon a unchained from your deck. And 1 copy of Rikea, who has a quick effect to destroy a card you control, and just like the others, if it's destroyed by card effect, you can summon a unchained from your deck. 3 copies of Abomination's Prison. This card adds an unchained card from your deck to your hand, and if it's set and destroyed, it specials any unchained monster from your deck. So, pretty much a lot of the unchained have that effect. Summon an unchained from your deck when they're destroyed. 2 Abominable Chambers. This lets you summon a unchained monster from your hand or graveyard. And if the deck card is destroyed, you can special summon 1 unchained monster from your deck. And finally, 2 copies of Escape from Unchained. It targets 1 unchained monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy both. And then if destroyed, you can special summon an unchained monster. Now for our hand traps, we're on 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 copies of Ghost Ogre, 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 Veiler, 3 Droll, and of course 3 Infinite Permanent. And that's it for the main deck. The main deck is 60 cards. And let's get on to the extra deck. For our extra deck, we're playing 1 copy of Phantom of Yubel. This card can be set summoned by shuffling a Yubel and 1 fiend monster with 0/0 from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck. And if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can change that effect to be destroy a Yubel in your opponent's deck. 1 copy of DD Wakening High Caesar. This is 2 level 16 monsters, and when a spell trap card or monster effect activate that would special summon a monster, you can chain it to negate the activation and destroy the card, and it's not once per turn. 1 copy of Bahudra. It requires 2 level 9 or 2 level 10. And when a card effect is activated, you can negate the activation, and then you can attach a material to destroy a card onto it. As for our link, we're on 1 link 1 to Great Almirage, which is just, it has an effect, but its effect doesn't actually do anything. It's just 1 normal summon monster with 1000 less attack, helps you link off stuff if you get interrupted. 2 copies of Unchained Soul Lord Yama. This lets you add any Unchained monster. It requires 2 fiend monsters. And if a card you control is destroyed, you can banish it from your graveyard, special summon a fiend monster from your hand or graveyard, and then you can destroy a card you control. Playing 2 cards of SC Little Knight, 2 effect monsters. If it's linked summoned using a extra deck monster, you can banish a card in the field. Otherwise, once per turn, you can, in response to an opponent's card effect, banish itself and a card, another monster until the end phase. 2 cards of Unchained Soul of Wraith. This card requires an Unchained Soul monster, but it's 2 monsters including 1. And once per turn, as a quick effect, you can target a monster your opponent controls and use as link material with this card into a Dark Link. And then if it's destroyed, you can target 1 fiend monster in your graveyard and add to hand. 1 Muckracker, which lets you discard a card to special summon a fiend monster from your graveyard. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, which lets you discard a card to destroy a spell trap, and if it's co-linked, you can draw a card as well. Your co-linked monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, which gives a little bit of protection. 1 Crosskeep lets you summon based on the type it points to. So if the type points to a ritual, you can draw 2 cards and discard 2. Fusion, you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from your graveyard. Synchro, all your monsters you gain attack. Seize, all monsters your opponent controls lose attack. You're mostly just using it because you can special summon it to make your monster pointing to a Phantom of Yubel, and then the Phantom of Yubel, when it's summoned, will trigger Crosskeep. Because that effect only triggers when a monster is set either a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to. 1 Soul of Anguish. Anguish has the same effect as Rage, where it can link with a opponent's monster, but it's just during your main phase, as well as the Link 30. And finally, 1 Axis Talker. Obviously, he can target when he's link summoned, you target a monster uses link material, special summon from your special summon. Well, you gain attack equal to that monster's link rating times 1000, and then you can banish different types from your graveyard to destroy cards your opponent. Let's go on to the side deck. Side deck, 3 copies of Valencia, 1 Dimension Shifter, 1 Called by 1 Crossout, in case you possess a Dimension Shifter deck, 3 HC's Encore, 2 lightning storms, 1 heartbeat buster, and 3 dimensional barriers. Alright, now I'm going to quickly show off some of the combos. Let's look at that. I will show off, I think, 3 combos here. First of all, I will show off what you do if you have just 1 copy of Tour Guide. Normal Tour Guide, and activate the effect, special summon from your deck a level 3 or lower fiend. This is going to be our fiendish Rhino Warrior. Link these two into a copy of Unchained Lord Yama. Chain link 1 Venus Rhino Warrior, chain link 2 Yama. Yama here will search you a copy of Unchained Soul Aruha, and the Phoenix Rhino Warrior will send your Unchained Soul Sharvara. Trigger Sharvara effect that a escape from Unchained. Trigger the effect of your Ruin hand to destroy the set. Escape and summon yourself. Trigger your escape from Unchained. This will let you summon from your deck your Unchained Soul Sarama. Trigger Sarama effect, and you will set your escape from Unchained and destroy Aruha. This will let you trigger your Aruha effect to summon from deck your Unchained Soul Shayama. From here, you can link off your Unchained Soul of Shayama and the Lord Yama to special summon Unchained Soul of Wraith. And now you can trigger this copy of Shayama to destroy your Sarama and summon itself. Now you can trigger your Sarama effect to summon from your deck and of course trigger your Yama effect to summon from graveyard. From graveyard you will summon your Unchained Soul Sharvara, and from deck you will summon Unchained Soul Raitea. Here you can overlay Unchained Soul Sharvara and Unchained Soul of Shayama, sorry, I got the name there, for your DDD Waves from High Season. And this is what you will pass on off 1 Tour Guide. This board represents, of course, the Rage. So interaction number 1 is Rage, to link off an opponent's monster. Interaction number 2 is the SP Lone Knight that you summon to destroy a card your opponent, or banish a card your opponent controls. Interaction 3 is the SP's other effect to banish itself and a monster your opponent controls. Interaction 4 will be your DD away from High Caesar, and 5 will be the second one, it can be used twice. Interruption number 5 will be your escape from Unchained to destroy Raitea and a card your opponent controls. And interruption number 6 will be Raitea effect to summon from your deck Unchained Soul of Abomination. An Abomination can discard a card to destroy another card on field. So that is a total of 6 interactions off of 1 card. Or 7 interactions, sorry, off of a singular card. Now then, let me show off what you do if you open Aruha plus the Empower D Lotus. Summon Lotus, and you'll activate Lotus. This will be, of course, summoning your Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel effect will trigger here, and will set you a Nightmare Pain. Flip Nightmare Pain and activate Nightmare Pain's effect. Destroy the Spirit of Yubel, and this will search you Great and Great Stormer. Trigger Spirit of Yubel effect, and you will summon out normal Yubel. Trigger your Great and Great Stormer here, summon itself and destroy Yubel. Trigger Yubel effect to summon from deck Terror Incarnate. Here you will link off Great and Great Stormer and Terror Incarnate. And summon Unchained Soul Yama. Trigger Yama effect, and you will add from your deck hand a copy of Sarvara. From here, you can shuffle your Yubel and Terror Incarnate into the deck. This will let you summon from your extra deck your Phantom of Yubel. You will trigger Great and Great Stormer here and reborn your Spirit of Yubel. Now, you will trigger your Sayama effect, or Sarvara effect, to destroy Spirit of Yubel. Trigger Spirit of Yubel, summon original Yubel from the deck. You will now go link off your Yama and your Soulless Regard. You have 2 choices. You can either make the second Yama here, or you can make the Rage. I'm going to choose to make my blind. There it is. Hold on. Trigger the effect of Barbara to set Escape from Unchained. Trigger your Aruha effect and destroy your set card. Summon itself. Trigger Aruha. Trigger Aruha. Trigger Escape from Unchained. And this will summon your Sayama. The Rama effect, you will set this to trap and destroy the Aruha. From here, you will go Chain Link 1 Aruha and Chain Link 2 Lord Yama. You're going to summon from your deck the Unchained Soul of Shayama, summon from your graveyard Barbara. Overlaying these two to make a DDD Wasting 5 Caesar. This line can be conducted if you draw either Aruha, Charvara, or any of the Unchained traps, or Abomination Prism. This line, during the end phase, will let you trigger your Kinsari Lotus, because I can summon itself, and then you Yubel, but instead of tributing monsters to keep it on field, you actually let it destroy itself. And you pass on this. This board is our same interaction from last time, along with 2 extra monster negates, and more follow-up. So this is 9 interactions. Let me show off one final combo, and then we'll be out of here. This combo is not going to actually show off any of the Unchained cards, but it will show off the Yubel card. This is going to be what happens if you open Beckoning Beast instance RG Lotus. Assuming you haven't watched my previous video, you might not know the combo line. Normal Beckoning Beast and Trigger Beckoning Beast. This will add your opening of the case. You'll trigger opening and add from deck to hand a Beckoning Beast. You'll use your extra normal monster RG Lotus and Tribute Lotus. This will let you summon from deck Spirit of Yubel, trigger Spirit of Yubel, and Nightmare Pain. Nightmare Pain will destroy Spirit of Yubel. You will search Gruesome Grave and summon Yubel. Trigger Gruesome Grave effect and destroy Yubel. Trigger Yubel and summon Terror Incarnate. From here, link off your Gruesome Grave Tremor and Terror Incarnate. Dark Beckoning Beast and Terror Incarnate. Summon your Crosses. Now you will shuffle Dark Beckoning Beast and Terror Incarnate into the deck to summon Phantom of Yubel. You can now trigger the effect of Crossy and summon out your D Lotus. Link off Gruesome Grave and Sansari D Lotus to summon Unchained Soul of Yama. Trigger Yama effect and add from deck to hand Sharvara. Activate opening effect and discard Dark Beckoning Beast. And now summon back your Spirit of Yubel. Trigger Unchained Soul of Sharvara to destroy Spirit of Yubel and summon itself. Trigger Spirit of Yubel here to summon original Yubel. From here, you can link off the Unchained Soul of Yama and this copy of Unchained Soul of Sharvara. Summon Soul of Wraith. And you will trigger the effect of your Sharvara. This will set you your Escape from Unchained. And now finally, you will trigger your Gruesome Grave Stormer, summoning from Graveyard Spirit of Yubel, and you will overlay these two for Vahudris, the final bringer of End Time. Now what you will do is during your opponent's turn, when you activate this card's effect to link using your opponent's monster, and do an active Go Knight, assuming you keep your Phantom of Yubel on field, at least at that point, you can trigger the effect and summon from Graveyard a Sansari D Lotus. And that will give you an extra negate. As well, before you do this play though, you will want to escape from Unchained to destroy your Rage Soul of Rage, and destroy a card your opponent controls, and then you can activate Yama effect, summon it back, and summon back your Sansari D Lotus. You can do it either way, it just depends on which effect you want to use first. And of course, when Soul of Rage is sent to Graveyard, you can add either the Shavara or the Dark Beckoning Beast from Graveyard to hand. Anyway, that's been it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.